Talk Chemistry, Episode 3. Thanks for joining us here on PC Gaming Tech Summary. We're going to talk about two more platinum group metals. That is rhodium and iridium. And there's something a bit fascinating about all of this. I'll get to that in a second. Current price for iridium is US dollars 6,100. And for rhodium, the most expensive metal in the world, 20,250 US dollars per troy ounce, which is 31.1 grams. I don't know. How are they going to make these catalytic converters? Supposedly there's 1 to 2 grams of rhodium in each catalytic converter. I don't know what's going on there. But they use platinum and they use palladium and rhodium, and they turn 90% of your poisonous gases from your exhaust in your car, turn those into non-poisonous gases. That's why they're very important to reduce pollution. When I was a kid, a lot of pollution in Los Angeles, let me tell you. Oh boy. Smog, smog, smog. Anyways, the other thing that's very fascinating is that these platinum group metals are found around each other, and they're found around huge impact crater sites. Meteors. Yes. In fact, the extinction of the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, there was a massive asteroid or meteor that hit the Earth and spread iridium. So these main sites that I've been talking about, we've got Russia, and there's an impact crater not far from the Nornickel mine in Norilsk, Russia, Siberia. South Africa, yes, in the northeast corner of South Africa, there's a bunch of platinum group metal mines there. And yes, there is an impact crater there too, nearby. And Canada, yes. The south end of Canada, near the Great Lakes. And there's another one on the border of Idaho and Montana, all right, near the Stillwater mine there. Very interesting, yes. So, let's start off with iridium. Iridium, this is one of the most densely packed metals there are. Okay, the density of iridium is the second most dense, and the densest one is osmium. Okay, osmium is dangerous to work with. Okay, it can be quite poisonous if it has reacted with some oxygen, and you don't want to play with this stuff. Okay, so there are some more technological uses for it, and I may or may not do another video about that. But because it's so poisonous, it's difficult to do experiments, and yeah, you just sort of want to stay away from it. So iridium is the most corrosive resistant metal there is. Okay, really high melting temperature. It doesn't react with oxygen, doesn't react with acids. Oh, this is something else. And so even jewelers have been adding a bit of this to keep the shine and the luster on the metal, keep it from dulling, tarnishing. They also use rhodium a little bit as well for that. It's very interesting, and it is extremely strong when mixed with other metals to make alloys. Yeah. With iridium and other platinum group metals, one of their important uses is as a catalyst. Okay, so like catalytic converter, right? So a catalyst is a compound that speeds up a chemical reaction without being altered. So, for instance, the rhodium inside your catalytic converter reacts with nitrogen oxide and basically splits that apart, and then you've got nitrogen gas and oxygen gas, which are not harmful, okay, but the nitrogen oxide is. So when a rhodium molecule interacts with that nitrogen oxide, the rhodium molecule is not changed or harmed in any way, okay? That's what a catalyst is, okay? So remains unchanged. So these platinum group metals are used in a lot of different used as catalysts in a lot of different chemistry. Now they think that these platinum group metals, when the Earth was being formed, that they interacted with the iron, okay, and then sunk to the core of the planet. And so they think that in the core of Earth, there's a lot of these platinum group metals, and not so much on the crust. So I found that interesting as well. Iridium is used in aviation spark plugs. Because iridium is so resistant to decay and corrosion, they coat the tips of these spark plugs with iridium so that they last a long time and don't degrade. So because it is so expensive, they're not used so much in cars, but for those airplanes that need them. Iridium is also used to make crucibles. And a crucible is like a half a cylinder, okay? Like a cup, a round cup. And iridium has such a high melting point that you can put other molten metals inside that crucible and work with it. Now, iridium in the crust of the Earth, it's at a concentration of about 1 part per billion. Platinum is 10 times more abundant. Gold is 40 times more abundant. And silver and mercury are 80 times more abundant. So iridium in meteorites has concentrations of around 0.5 parts per million, which would be 500 parts per billion. Okay, so about 500 times more concentrated in meteorites than in the crust of the Earth. Iridium is found in nature as an uncombined element or in natural alloys, especially the iridium osmium alloys. Iridium can be found naturally in alloys with raw nickel or raw copper. So iridium is found in 3 types of geological structures, which means in the rock, in the crust of the Earth. One is igneous deposits, so volcanic deposits, so it's coming from the core of the Earth. Yep, coming down very low, below ground. Okay, very low down there. Comes up as magma, up with the magma, from the core of the earth or from down underneath the earth. And when volcanoes erupt, they create igneous rocks, igneous deposits. Impact craters, as I mentioned, and other rocks that have been reworked, either igneous rocks or rock made from the meteors, gone under the earth under pressure and temperature and changed into different forms of minerals. So the iridium, for instance, wouldn't change itself, but it would possibly combine with other atoms and become different minerals. The largest known primary reserves of iridium are in the Bushveld Igneous Complex in South Africa. And the name of the nearby crater is Vredefort of Rhodium crater. So the iridium, as I've mentioned, is also found in Norilsk, Russia, and it is found in Canada in the Sudbury Basin, and as I mentioned, in Montana, Idaho. Iridium can be used to grow synthetic single crystals, which are beneficial for data storage devices and making LEDs. So there, iridium might actually help make your RGB lighting. It is also used to harden platinum, used in medical probes, pacemakers, and other similar applications. In the automotive industry, its main use is in a component of the exhaust for direct injection engines. When it's used as an alloy with another platinum group metal, ruthenium, it is used in making electrodes for chlorine production. It is also used in glass production. The metal is inert when it is in contact with molten glass. So it's when they say it's inert, that means it's not reactive. It can be found in optical lenses as a coating, as it boosts clarity and reduces glare. It's also used in making acetic acid. They use rhodium in neutron detectors in nuclear reactors. In fact, the 3 Palo Verde reactors in California have 305 rhodium neutron detectors. So basically, these are used to check for radiation levels. With rhodium, some white gold and sterling silver jewelry is plated with rhodium, which improves its appearance. It's also used in aircraft spark plugs as well, fountain pens, and mammography systems. You can find iridium in crystals in computer memory devices, deep water pipes, X-ray telescopes, and equipment that makes rayon fibers. Well, if you'd like to see more videos on chemistry and technology and a wide variety of technology videos, well, you just have to subscribe and you'll get notified when those videos are ready. Thanks for joining us here on PC Gaming Tech Summary. Don't forget, you'll be seeing me in the next video.
No.